The reason is because every thought creates a neurochemical change in your body. When you think a positive thought, you get a surge of rewarding neurotransmitters releasing a very legal and exciting drug called dopamine. It's legal and it's powerful, and every time your brain drops some dopamine, you get this hit, this buzz, this thrill. Someone you like and respect comments on your latest Instagram post. You get some dopamine. Okay. Someone says, oh girl, your hair looks so good. Dopamine. Amy texts me and says, thinking about you, come home soon. Dopamine, okay? It's that positive surge of release in your brain. And what's so interesting is the more often you think a thought, science tells us it's easier to think that thought again. Once you think a thought, you're creating neural pathways in your brain. And literally, we have billions of neural pathways in our brain. The more often we think that thought, the more the connection is there, and it's easier to think that thought again, and before long, whatever we have been thinking becomes our default thought. Stronghold. If you believe a lie for long enough, you start to be impacted as if that lie were true. You get stuck in a rut. Imagine this, if I walked out in my front yard and I walked across the lawn for 100 days straight. If I walked across that, what would I do? I would create a path in my yard. In my mind, if for 100 days straight, I think on a lie, I start to believe the lie, and I create a neural pathway through my brain. With God's help, what we're gonna do is renew our minds. We're gonna stay off that old path, and if I stay off that path for 100 days, what happens? The grass grows back, there's more resistance, it's not as easy to walk, and I forge a new pathway in my brain toward the truth, and the truth ultimately sets me free. This is science, and it's godly because God created science. Romans 12:2, Paul said it this way. He said, don't be conformed to the patterns of this world. We could say it this way, don't be conformed to the wrong ways of thinking.